Okay. Post-game press conference for the Celtics. This is basketball now. So it is now Thursday. The game was on Saturday afternoon. And it was a loss for the Celtics. We lost to the Warriors. I think the final score was 18-17. My team, the Celtics, we only had 5 players in 5-on-5 full court basketball, and the other team had 7. So we were at a disadvantage with our number of players, and so every kid on the team had to play the full game. Again, 2 weeks in a row that we've played against a team that had substitutes, and we didn't have any substitutes, so we were already at a disadvantage. But yeah, so this is our second game. We're now 0-2. Definitely an improvement from the first game. So our team that has played so far consists of Ben, who's our smallest guy. Or no, he's not actually. Ben is the second smallest. We got this kid Kai, who's the smallest kid on the team. Josiah is just a baller. Dude's got a great shot, great handle, quick on defense, quick on offense, good player. Issa is our biggest kid. He's never played before, so he's a little clumsy out there, and he gets tired. Man, both games, there comes a point. I mean, not even before the halftime, Issa is looking over at me with his face, expression, dying. I have to call timeout sometimes so he can take a seat and have a water break. He's like, "Oh, I'm overheating." Like he said, "It's okay, buddy. You're gonna be all right." So those were the only 4 we had in the first game, and we borrowed a kid from the other team. And then in this most recent game, we had Jad, who's also a baller. I think he probably led our team in scoring on Saturday. Good player. So yeah, the game started out, I think at halftime we were down like 8-2, but I felt pretty good about where we were at. I felt like we had a lot of opportunities. Like a couple times Jad or Josiah would like have the ball and have a clear lane to the basket, and they just didn't see it, or they would wait for a shot instead of just taking it in for a layup, and the layups just weren't going in when we did put them up. So that's what I told him at halftime. I was like, guys, keep it up, keep what you're doing. Like, here's look for this in the game, and if we keep doing the right stuff, then we're gonna pick it up. So, and we went off in the third quarter. I forget what it was at the end of the third, but we were winning. We had the lead going into the fourth quarter. There were a couple of good kids on the other team too. This was like actually a really physical game. The ref had to call it like a timeout, like a group timeout, like for everyone, because everyone was getting really heated and complaining. Oh, I got fouled. Oh, that kid traveled. And especially because it was close too. Everyone on our team was saying like, "Oh, we need 2 more baskets." Guys, just focus on one play at a time, one possession. And so the energy was going up. The crowd, in the fourth quarter started to really get into it, cheering. They knew that the score was close. So the fourth quarter rolls around, and the rule in this league is you can't play full court defense. So when the other team has the ball, you have to wait for them to pass half court before you can start playing defense on the other players. the other team. But in the fourth quarter, you can play it the full time. So when they throw the ball in on your end, you can come at them down there. And that worked out pretty good for us. We were getting a bunch of steals and open baskets. And we went up 3. Jad got fouled and made one of his 2 foul shots. And we were up 3. And then they scored with, I think, 17 seconds left. So we have the ball. And I called timeout because there's only 17 seconds left. And I'm like, all right, guys, like, just make good passes. Be careful with the ball. We don't need to score. We just need to not turn the ball over. And, you know, if you're right there and you have an open shot, or if you have a layup, just, you can take it. But, you know, just worry about not turning the ball over and not getting caught by 2 guys and passing to an open guy. Of course, we inbound the ball. The kid is playing defense over the line like you're not supposed to. Whatever, you know. The refs in this age group, it's grade 3 to grade 5. The refs don't call a lot of stuff. You know, they're trying to like let some, because if they call travel every time a kid travels, if they call double dribble every time a kid double dribbles, you know, the game's just gonna have no flow to it. So it was whatever. You know, you can't really be mad at the refs. So they steal the ball on the inbound pass, take the ball down. The kid on their best, you know, kid on the other team puts it up. Well, they had 2 pretty good kids. Puts it up and scores. Also, side note, I don't know how they do this, but the teams are actually pretty even. Like, there aren't any tryouts or anything. You just sign up and you put your kid's weight in when you register. And, you know, our team and the 2 other teams we've played we all pretty much have like 2 or 3 like pretty good, you know, kids that can dribble well and shoot well, and like maybe a couple other kids who aren't as comfortable with the ball or putting up shots. So it's kind of cool that it worked out that way, because last time we played basketball, there was a team that had like 5 good kids, and it was just like, okay, you know, how are we gonna do this? Anyway, so they score with 12 seconds left. Now it's 18-17, and we're losing. And I call timeout again. We inbound the ball. It gets knocked out of bounds. Then we have the ball with 4 seconds. Josiah passes it in. Jad had an open shot. I'm yelling at him to shoot. He dribbled a few too many times, then he got caught, and he just had to chuck it up and airballs it, and we lose. And so it was thriller for the other team, you know, heartbreaker for us, whatever. You know, the kids, they were passionate about it though. They were, you know, I had to try to calm them down. I was like, listen guys, like, yeah, we're getting hit, but like, you know, we're playing aggressive, they're playing aggressive, you know, just go out there and do your best, play ball, you know. This is what basketball is. Like, I was like, I've broken my nose playing basketball, guys. Like, I didn't get mad at the other kids or like try to freak out on them, you know. Like, people are trying to get the ball, and there's going to be contact in the game. You just have to play with it, and hopefully, you know, we get whistles when we need them. But overall, yeah, I mean, Jad and Josiah are hoopers. I love having them on the team. It's really hard to, you know, with only like 30 minutes of practice to really get in the fundamentals of like, listen, like, here's when you guys need to know when to pass. Because they'll have a play where they they fast break and there's one defender and an open guy, and they try to get a basket and don't get it because the defender's on them. And I'm like, oh, you should have passed it. And then next time they try to pass it, when the guy's too far, and they chuck it all the way out of bounds and turn it over. But I don't know. I thought it was fun. It was an exciting game. There were some tears. There was a lot of hard play. These kids were out there trying their best. Ben, man, I had to really. He had his hands in his pockets, walking down the floor, and I'm like, Ben, the kid you're supposed to be guarding is wide open right now. Like, go get him. And he's looking at me like, stop. Like, I'm embarrassing him or something. So, I don't know. Rebecca, his mom, wasn't there this time, so maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe he was more locked in when he knew Rebecca and Reese were there watching. So hopefully, if they're there, then that'll make a difference. But his grandparents were there. That was cool. Watching him. But, after this game, things we're going to have to work on. I'm going to try to work, like layups. I mean, layups is crucial. Off-ball defense, we need to work on that a lot. Rebounding is huge with these little kids because no one on the other team boxes out. So if we are the team that boxes out and cleans up all the rebounds, that would make a huge difference. We can score a lot because no one's really shooting a high percentage jump shot at this age. So there's going to be a lot of rebounding opportunities. So I think I'm going to do some more rebounding drills and some more drills on what to do when you don't have the ball on offense, like how to get open, how to make cuts. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's fun, dude. I love these guys. Jad isn't gonna be there next week, unfortunately. So, I mean, hopefully we'll have more than 4 kids. Because we have a roster of 7, and 4 of the 7 have been there every game, and Jad has been there 1 of the 2, and then 2 of our kids have not been there yet. So I don't know. Hopefully they come. But the league is going good. The referees are real cool. I like the way that they handle, reffing the kids and trying to make sure, they focus on the right things and are having fun and not, acting like this is the end of the world, the biggest pressure. Take a little of the pressure because some of the kids get a little worked up. There were some tears during the game. There were some tears after. But overall, yeah, we showed some good sportsmanship at the end. But, I know when I was this kid's age, I was crying after every single game. So, it is what it is, I guess. But once again, 0 wins for Coach Jones, Coach Samurai Jones. And once again, I feel like, we're right there. And we can win any game against these guys that we play. So, yeah, I'm excited for this next game. Hopefully we'll get it done. If we do, I'll be pretty happy in the post game. Let's see.